Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 12 matchups on this NHL slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. I got all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. You already know. Go ahead and hop in, bro. Throw, guys. Join my free private betting group. Love to have you guys in there. And yeah, we'll hop in here. Pretty busy slate today. A lot of action. We got the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Boston Bruins. Bruins opening up as home favorites at -150. Carolina +130 with the over-under at 6. Carolina coming into this matchup 10-6-4. The Bruins 17-3-0. Head-to-head, Carolina is 7-3-0 here, so they've been the better head-to-head team. Carolina's been struggling here on a 4-game losing streak. Just 3-7 in their last 10. Bruins coming off a Florida loss, finally losing. They were on a big win streak. And yeah, Carolina, they really haven't struggled. I know they've been good against Boston, but they've really struggled here. Boston 10-0 at home right now. Unbelievable what they're doing, especially at home. I'm taking Boston at home. I mean, they're playing great. Carolina struggling here. I'm going to roll with the Bruins at home. Next matchup, we got the Calgary Flames versus the Washington Capitals. Calgary opening up as road favorites at -120. Washington +100 with the over-under at 6. Calgary coming into this matchup 9-7-3. Washington 8-10-3. Head-to-head, Washington is 7-2-1. Calgary coming off a Pittsburgh loss. Washington coming off a Philly win. Calgary 1-5 against Washington. 4-11 on the road. Not a good road team right now, and they've struggled against the Capitals here. I'm liking the Capitals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Avalanche versus the Nashville Predators. Colorado opening up as road favorites at -130. Nashville +110 with the over-under at 6. Colorado coming into this matchup 11-6-1. Nashville 9-9-2. Head-to-head, Colorado is 7-1-2. Colorado on a 5-game winning streak against Nashville. At Colorado coming off a Vancouver loss. Nashville coming off a Detroit loss. Nashville did lose their last matchup to Colorado 5-3. And yeah, I'm liking Colorado on the road. They've been pretty dominant against Nashville. And I'm going to roll with the Avalanche on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Montreal Canadiens versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago opening up as home favorites at -120. Montreal +100 with the over-under at 6.5. Montreal coming into this matchup 10-9-1. Chicago 6-10-3. Head-to-head, Chicago is 8-2-0. And Montreal just 2-12 in their last 14 against Chicago. 2-8 on the road against Chicago. They've really struggled against Chicago. The Montreal coming off a Columbus win. Chicago on a 5-game losing streak. They really have struggled here. And I think it's a good spot for the Blackhawks at home. They've been very good against Montreal. That's probably the only thing they have good going for the Blackhawks here. And I'm gonna take the Blackhawks at home. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Minnesota Wild. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -115. The Wild -105 with the over-under at 6.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 11-5-5. Minnesota 9-8-2. Head-to-head, both teams have won 5 out of the last 10 matchups. Toronto coming off a New Jersey win. Minnesota on a 2-game winning streak right now, coming off a Winnipeg win. Yeah, I'm liking the Wild +1.5 at home. Playing well the last few games. Beating some good teams, Winnipeg and Carolina. They look good the last few. And yeah, I'll take Wild +1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Ottawa Senators versus the Anaheim Ducks. Ottawa opening up as road favorites at -135. Anaheim +115 with the over-under at 6.5. Ottawa coming into this matchup 6-12-1. Anaheim 6-13-1. Anaheim 6-1-3 head-to-head here. Ottawa on a 3-game losing streak. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They really have struggled. Anaheim 3-7 in their last 10. I mean, both teams playing very bad hockey right now. Not sure I want a part of any of this game whatsoever. So I'm gonna take Anaheim plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Penguins opening up as road favorites at minus 225. The Flyers plus 185 with the over-under at 6.5. Penguins coming into this matchup 10-7-3. The Flyers 7-8-5. Head-to-head Pitt is 6-3-1. Pittsburgh on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a nice Calgary win. The Flyers, they're on an 8-game losing streak right now. They are playing just very bad hockey right now. Don't want any part of the Flyers. I'm going to take the Penguins on the road. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Coyotes versus the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Arizona plus 170 with the over-under at 6. Arizona coming into this matchup 7-9-2. Detroit 10-5-4. Head-to-head, both teams have won 5 out of their last 10 meetings. Arizona coming off a 4-0 win against Carolina. A big underdog win right there for them. Detroit on a 3-game winning streak here, playing pretty well right now. Arizona 4-1 in their last 5 against Detroit. I'm not sold on Detroit minus 200. Kind of pricey for a team like Detroit. And we've already seen Arizona get some big underdog wins here. I'm going to take Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Islanders versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Islanders opening up as road favorites at minus 190. Columbus plus 165 with the over-under at 6. Islanders coming into this matchup 13-8-0. Columbus 7-11-1. Head-to-head, the Islanders are 7-2-1. Islanders on a 2-game winning streak right now. Columbus coming off a Montreal loss. Islanders 6-3 on the road. Pretty good road team here. 4-1 in their last 5 against Columbus, where they've been very good. And yeah, I like the Islanders on the road here, playing good hockey. Columbus not so great. I'm gonna take the Islanders in this one. Next matchup, we got the New Jersey Devils versus the Buffalo Sabres. Devils coming into this match, or Devils opening up as home road favorites at minus 160. Buffalo plus 140 with the over-under at 6.5. Devils coming into this matchup 16-4-0. Buffalo 9-11-0. Head-to-head, the Devils are 6-4-0. The Devils coming off a Toronto loss. That was their first loss. I mean, they were on a 14-game win streak here. Buffalo on a 2-game winning streak. They are just 2-8 in their last 10, though. Devils 8-0 on the road. 5-2 in their last 7 against Buffalo. Yeah. Love the Devils on the road. They're playing great hockey. Coming off a loss, I like the Devils here. Next matchup, we get the Seattle Kraken versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas opening up as home favorites at minus 190. Seattle plus 165 with the over-under at 6.5. Kraken coming into this matchup 11-5-3. Vegas 16-4-1. Head-to-head, Vegas is 5-0, so they've been dominant head-to-head here. Seattle on a 3-game winning streak. Seattle's playing good hockey, 8-2 in their last 10. Vegas on a 2-game winning streak. But yeah, Seattle, they just haven't been able to beat Vegas here for, it's been tough for them. I love Vegas at home, playing great hockey. Unbelievable season Vegas is having here, and they've just dominated head-to-head. I'm going to take Vegas at home. And then the last matchup, we get the St. Louis Blues versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning opening up as home favorites at minus 170. The Blues plus 150 with the over-under at 6.5. Blues coming into this matchup 10-9-0. Tampa 11-7-1. Head-to-head, St. Louis is 6-4-0 here. St. Louis coming off a Buffalo loss. They're playing pretty well, 7-3 in their last 10. Tampa coming off a Boston loss. Yeah, St. Louis playing solid hockey here. Tampa, I'd say it's a pretty even matchup. Both teams playing well. St. Louis has beaten good teams in their 10 games. They've beaten Vegas. They've beaten Colorado. And, yeah, I'm kind of liking the Blues plus 1.5 on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.